Welcome inside PPG Paints Arena for the ENHL playoffs, as it is Game 6 in this playoff matchup between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tampa Bay can secure their ticket into the Stanley Cup Finals with a win tonight, and Andrei Vasilevskiy will try to do so. And on the other end, Matt Murray trying to force a Game 7 on home ice. Zach Finch on the call as we are just seconds away from puck drop. And the ref drops the puck in Game 6 underway here as Chernak right away into Pittsburgh end, and Hedman over to Kucherov, and a shot on net is covered by Matt Murray, so tested early here. Fans yet to take a seat as of now, and with 25 seconds elapsed in this one, we already got our first face-off. Braden Point up against Sidney Crosby, and they get tangled up. Point will come out with it. Braden Point can't find a lane. He'll dump it into Stamkos. Out in front, Kucherov, him and Chernak cycle the puck between each other, but Hornqvist tried to clear, unable to do so. He'll get a second opportunity, and here he comes, picking up speed across the blue line. Does a toe drag, tried to send that into the slot. Victor Hedman was right there to intercept that one. Steven Stamkos across to Kucherov, over to Point. And a quick shot on net, deflected away by Matt Murray. Gensel on the far side. He'll come towards Hornqvist. A shot. Good blocker save. Back and forth action to start this one out as Andre Palat. Here, coming the other way. He's hit by Hornqvist, and he'll turn the puck over. Sidney Crosby, the captain. He'll cycle with Zucker. A good shot on net. Deflected high and wide into the corner. Andre Palat will pick up the puck, go to the far side, and cycle it down. Cirelli, a shot, and Matt Murray makes the stop. And so far, Matt Murray being tested early, and Cirelli, 14 points. He leads both teams in terms of playoff points, and he's out there up against Evgeny Malkin in the faceoff circle. Evgeny Malkin pushes Cirelli out of the way, but Tampa will maintain possession. Here's Johnson. He'll over to Cirelli, and that shot didn't get anywhere. Might have fanned on it as Pittsburgh comes the other way. Here's Zucker. He'll curl around. Centering pass. Malkin couldn't get a stick on that one. Across center now is Palat. He's drove it into the corner, and he'll dish it back to Sergachev. Sergachev tried to get that across to Johnson. He's tangled up. Here's Cirelli. Across to Sergachev. Back to Shattenkirk. And Tampa Bay gets their cycle. Cirelli intercepts it, a shot, and he missed the net. Malkin trying to clear. He finally does, and Russ and Zucker, both on the near side, will work it in. Russ finds Zucker a shot. Shattenkirk got the body out in front of that one, and Tampa Bay on the counterattack. Here comes Cedric Paquette over across Shattenkirk. Unable to blast that one home. Tanev over to Bukestan, gets the return feed. Marino, a shot. Vasilevskiy got the pad on that one. Paquette coming the other way on the right-hand side. He'll go into the corner behind the net. Shattenkirk across to McDonough. Gets the return feed. He shoots. He scores. Shattenkirk scores first in this one, in Tampa Bay, who's trying to secure their ticket in the Stanley Cup Finals, are up 1-0 on the road here. Shattenkirk, his second of the playoffs. Matt Murray looked as if he was screened on that. Unable to locate it, and just an absolute rocket from the point. Shattenkirk putting his team up. And right now they'll send out Stevens, Verhaeghe, and Gord, the best line in these ENHL playoffs. We'll see if they can extend this lead. Going up against Pittsburgh's fourth line, Bluger has it in behind the net. Up centering pass there, blocked out in front. Yanni Gord will pick it up in his own end. Can't find anyone to pass it to. He'll bank it off and just clear it. Marino in the neutral zone. He'll center that for Cahoon as he walks in. Cahoon stops in the corner. He'll work his way back around across. And a great save by Vasilevskiy on the one-time shot. Here comes Verhaeghe. Works his way around. He's checked. Keeps possession over across to Stevens. Works his way in. Finds Gord behind the net, but he turned that one over. Lafferty with the takeaway, and he'll dump it in behind Vasilevskiy. Coburn picks it up on the far side, and Tampa Bay works it out. Verhaeghe pressured by Buchstan. He has to stop, but he'll continue on. Still has the puck over to Maroon. He got stood up. McCann stops in the neutral zone. He'll continue on. Hesitates. Back to Dumoulin. A shot. There's a rebound. Patrick Maroon got a stick on that one. Chiernak throws it up to Paquette as he works it in on the near side. He gets hit, and so Tanev will come in there, but he turns it over. Battle in the corner there as tried to kick it out to Maroon, unable to do so. And here's Chiernak. He's bumped. The puck came right to Letang, and he's able to get it out. Pittsburgh trying to break it in. A shot by Buchstan. A weak one got blocked out in front. Turnover. McCann a shot. Tanev just a little bit behind that goal line. He had a lot of net to shoot at. Schultz and Dumoulin play fetch over to Buchstan. Centering past Tanev, a shot. Buchstan might have blocked that one. Maroon able to break it out. As he picks up speed, he tries to curl in. Schultz with the good defensive play, and he'll join the rush. Sidney Crosby on the far side works his way in. Finds Dumoulin. He winds that one up. Blocked out in front of the net. Looks like it broke the stick. Looks like Braden Point out there, so he'll have to retreat to the bench and find a stick or change. The stick is right out in front of Vasilevsky. We'll have to see if he clears. And Braden Point with a new stick has the puck. Shattenkirk will work it around to Killorn in the neutral zone. And Tampa Bay works their way in. Turnover around the blue line. Sergachev couldn't hold it in, so he's forced to go back, but Gensel hooked him while he was maintaining the puck here, and so Tampa Bay is going to go on the power play. It was Gensel on the forecheck, got the stick up. And so Tampa Bay, with their super successful power play, it's operating at 27.6% in these playoffs. The only team better than them are the Nashville Predators, who have a power play percentage of 39.1, believe it or not. And those stats, especially in the playoffs, make a big difference as Tampa Bay unable to hold the line, and it's ice. The length of the ice, Chiernak able to collect the puck, and Tampa Bay will restart. Johnson works his way in. Pittsburgh flooding him, and another penalty is going to get called, so it's going to be an extended 5-on-3 for Tampa Bay. This time Johnson. And Johnson, probably one of the most physical defenders, that time just went for the poke check, tripped up Johnson. And so Tampa Bay, we just mentioned they have a successful power play. Well, how about a 5-on-3 for about a minute 30? Pittsburgh wins the face-off, so they'll be able to get a quick icing in and kill a good portion of this man advantage. Victor Hedman starting out. There's a lot of ice to work with. Tampa Bay, a speedy team. Kucherov, a shot. And that was a hard one, just missed. And cleared by Pittsburgh. So precious seconds taking off that clock in Tampa Bay. Not the start to the 5-on-3 as they would have imagined. Here's Killorn. Tries to dance his way in. He turns it over, and Bluger. Yet another icing. So Tampa Bay, despite having two more players out there, unable to get anything going thus far. Bluger turns it over again. Marino clears it. He has to be careful. That almost went over the glass. And so 35 seconds remain on the power play. No longer a 5-on-3. And John Cooper shaking his head on the bench as that seemed like a bit of a waste. As they try to work it again. Killorn, a shot just missed. 10 seconds left in the power play. Matt Murray. A good save. Probably the biggest chance of this Pittsburgh power play. Let's look at Patrick Hornqvist, currently on the bench. However, when it gets back to 5-on-5, we'll be sure to see him out on the ice. Leads the team with 12 points. But first, the end of this penalty kill. Maroon, a shot. And a good pad save by Murray, and that will wind things down. Palat gets absolutely hammered right in front of the net. He tried to shovel that in on the backhand. Unable to get it to go. Sergachev will bank it off the back of the net over to Maroon. And Tampa Bay starts out. Palat on the near side. Toe drag shot. Tried to catch Matt Murray off guard. But he made the save regardless. So looking top 10 hits, Victor Hedman right there on the number 2 spot, but Jack Johnson one below him. And as we approach these Stanley Cup Finals, the top 10 list getting smaller and smaller as more teams have a chance to get up there. And so far, Victor Hedman and Jack Johnson leading these two teams in hits. Jack Johnson, we've mentioned it throughout this entire series, that his hits are probably the hardest we've ever seen, so look out for number 3 on the Pittsburgh blue line. Here's Rust with 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go. He walks in a shot. Vasilevsky snatched that out of the air, and he'll freeze for a whistle. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this stream does support charity. We are supporting the Project Hope Foundation. Project Hope provides materials and support for frontline workers during COVID-19. So click the link in the chat to donate and for more information, or donate by subscribing, using bits, or just by being a viewer. We appreciate your support here at ENHL as Vasilevsky stopped that shot from Johnson at the point. And so before the plays even started, it'll stop just as fast. And we'll reset for a whistle to Vasilevsky's right. Crosby going up against Stevens. Pittsburgh's best line against arguably Tampa Bay's best line. Their 4th line leading the playoffs in plus-minus. As Stevens will work it back to McDonough, retains the puck. McDonough dumped it in. Crosby able to get a stick on that. So Pittsburgh breaking it out here, approaching the 2-minute mark. Gensel over to Crosby, gets the return feed. He shot that, and Vasilevsky got the shoulder on it, but Gensel pinning McDonough to the boards. Tampa Bay able to clear. Black stops up, hands it over to Stevens. He's nearing the end of his shift, and he gets bumped off by Dumoulin. Crosby able to get in the corner for Pittsburgh, and so here comes Tanev on the right-hand side. He'll hesitate, drop it back. Dumoulin's there, a shot, and Vasilevsky made the save, and we are approaching the final minute here as we see some action going on over here. No one's going to drop the gloves, but as we saw in last game, Patrick Maroon and Evgeny Malkin dropped the gloves as tension throughout these 6 games has been steadily rising. And so evidence right here in Game 6, as with a minute left in the first period, some tensions rising. Hedman works it over to Cirelli. They'll drop it back, but a turnover. Bukestan almost made them pay for the poor turnover. And Tampa Bay works it out this time. They'll have 33 seconds to convert. Johnson back to the point. Point has it. Loaded Johnson, a backhand shot. Murray able to get across in time. Palat tried to shovel that in. Murray held his ground. 6 seconds remaining. Pinned up Johnson. He tried to send it out for point, but it went to the far side. And so with 1 second left, that'll do it for the first period. Tampa Bay leading this one 1-0. Thanks to Shattenkirk's 2nd of the postseason. A lot of chances going both ways, and so far it seems as if it's a bit of a goalie battle, but Vasilevsky doing one better as Shattenkirk. A shot from the point on a screen. Matt Murray is the difference maker thus far. We'll be back in a few minutes here on ENHL. Welcome back inside PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Second period coming your way in just a few moments. If you're just joining us, it was Kevin Shattenkirk with the difference maker thus far. He got his 2nd of the playoffs. And that's where we stand right now as we're underway here. A shot from Hornqvist right off the draw. Vasilevsky forced to stay sharp. Hedman will join the rush. He'll pick up speed but hesitate in the neutral zone. He'll work his way back. Chernak to Kucherov, and they finally have a lane in. And so he'll work it back. Chernak has the puck at the point. He'll take a shot, and on the ice, Matt Murray handled that one. And Pittsburgh coming out the other way. Dumoulin across center. He works his way in. Takes a shot. There's a rebound into the corner. Chernak kicks it out to Kucherov, but lost the puck. Came right out to Vasilevsky. And so a little bit of chaos inside the Tampa Bay end until they decide just to freeze it. So we take another look at that shot right off the draw, less than 10 seconds into this one. Vasilevsky hardly any time to settle himself in. Made a great save regardless. 1-0 Tampa Bay here. As they win the face-off, Pittsburgh turns it over, however. A shot from a sharp angle. Vasilevsky made another great save in Pittsburgh. Pouring on the offense to start the second. Tampa Bay outshot Pittsburgh 11-8 in that first period. And so far, it looks as if the message is more shots on net for Pittsburgh as Pettersson will take a shot and he scores. Well, it looks like the game plan worked because Pettersson blasts one from the point and beats Andrei Vasilevsky to tie this game up at 1. Pittsburgh with their backs against the wall. Winner go home in Pettersson with his second of the postseason. A slap shot from the point. It was a one-timer. And PPG Paints Arena gets loud here as we can just see 20,000 plus fans all go to their feet here as their season's on the line. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is loud. And we're set to drop the puck here, won by Malkin. Schultz will work it down to Pettersson as he works his way in. Looking for a second perhaps, he'll dish it back. Schultz couldn't get it to go, and Palat trying to get the puck. Here he is on the breakaway, a shot. Murray made the save, and Palat and Schultz just battling for that puck all the way down the ice. Zucker has a chance right out in front of Vasilevsky, unable to get a good shot off. And a weird play there, might have deflected off the back of someone's leg. Ricocheted back to Andrei Vasilevsky. And you talk about being on your A game. When you least expect a shot to come on net, it does. And Vasilevsky, with his gloves, snatched that one and will get a face-off. It's won by Buxton. Tanev a shot. Vasilevsky making another save. So Tampa Bay unable to get anything going thus far. And so far, Pittsburgh is running them over in the second period. Pettersson's goal might have been a momentum boost, as you just saw there. Pittsburgh leading the second period shot 7-1 thus far. Tampa Bay needs to get something started. Can they do it with Patrick Maroon? As he works his way in, he gets hit. And Pittsburgh not allowing Tampa Bay to get started. Right back the other way. Centering pass, McCann couldn't get that through. And so Maroon will start it back out. Here comes Paquette. He stops. Maroon, a shot. And a good save by Matt Murray. Tanev across to McCann as he toe drags. Walks in a shot. Vasilevsky made the save there. And he'll freeze for a whistle. Pittsburgh leading the shots 9-2 in the second period. Tampa Bay looks as if this game is slipping from them, although it is tied. So they'll send out their fourth line, which has been trustworthy all playoffs long. Verhaeghe will dump it in. Letang on the other side there, and they'll start the breakout. Here's Lafferty across center. He'll backhand that all the way off the glass. McDonough will meet it there on the back check. Tampa Bay starting out. Bluger intercepts it at the red line, and he'll carry it the other way. Here comes Cahoon for Dumoulin. He works his way in, gets some space, and Bluger couldn't bury that one on the one-timer. He was inches away from beating Vasilevsky and putting Pittsburgh up 1. Tampa Bay the other way. Carter Verhaeghe turned that over, but Stevens gets the puck back, not for long. As Pittsburgh comes the other way, here comes Cahoon, takes a shot. Just got the pad on it was Vasilevsky. And here comes Nikita Kucherov. Tampa Bay's first line coming out there as Hedman joins the rush. A shot. And he just missed the top corner, unable to elevate that shot enough. And Murray got the blocker on it. Hornqvist trying to break it out. He'll throw it over to Gensel. And he works his way in. Crosby took a shot on net, and Vasilevsky freezes that one for a whistle with 12:45 remaining. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this stream does support Project Hope. Project Hope supports and provides materials for frontline workers during COVID-19. So click the link in the chat to donate and for more information, or donate by using bits, subscribing, or just by being a viewer. We appreciate your support here at ENHL, as Stamkos had a good chance out in front of the net, unable to bury it. Tried to get that across to Kucherov behind the net, but intercepted by Pittsburgh, and off they go. Gensel, a centering pass for Schultz, and him trying to get the monkey off his back. Still hasn't scored yet these playoffs. Point tried to center that, intercepted by Malkin. Here comes Schultz. To Malkin, over to the far side is Rust. Schultz, who's joining the rush, comes in. Across the circle, he'll go all the way around the net. And a good shot on net. Vasilevsky turned it aside. Malkin, another one. There's a rebound. Malkin has it again. Another shot, and Vasilevsky made a bunch of saves there. Malkin, with the large majority of the chances there, unable to put it past him, and this game remains tied. Cirelli going up against Buxton. Buxton will kick it back to Johnson. Over to Marino, a shot. Hit Tanev out in front. Looked a little wounded for a second, but he's right back into the play. Shattenkirk will work it out to Johnson as he comes into the Pittsburgh end. Takes a shot. Murray, what a glove save. Felt it slipping out of the glove, so he covered it right in the chest, and he'll freeze for a whistle. So we're just about halfway done this game. So far, Tampa Bay owning the first period, Pittsburgh doing the same in the second. So over the course of this game, fairly even play. And we'll see how the second half of the game transpires as Killorn over to Shattenkirk, centering pass. Shattenkirk gets it back at the point, and he'll work it around. Shattenkirk tried to get that down low. Turned over, however, and here comes Tanev. Picking up speed, he'll dump it off the glass and into the Tampa Bay end. Coburn accidentally gave that to Vasilevsky. He gave him the return feed. And this time, they'll work it out. Here comes Ryan McDonough. Throws it to the near side to Patrick Maroon as he works his way in. Coburn, he's got some space. A shot. Matt Murray, with traffic out in front, made the save there. And Marino having some words for the Tampa Bay forward. And so Paquette against Malkin here. 8:41 remaining in the second period. The ref drops the puck. We're back underway here as Zucker will carry it out for Pittsburgh. Into the offensive zone. He has it. Over to Schultz. He waits a shot. And Vasilevsky with an amazing save there. Rust, another one. And oh, what a stop by Vasilevsky. Point blank, Rust, another one. And Vasilevsky single-handedly keeping Tampa Bay in this game as Pittsburgh, their offense, not taking the foot off the gas pedal and absolutely swarming Vasilevsky. And so the fourth line comes out. They've been defined as the fourth line all season long, but I would say they're more like, oh, Stevens! The fourth line comes through again. And just as I was going to say, they've been almost more effective than their first line. Stevens cuts me off right in my tracks and proves the point that they've been trying to make all playoffs long, and that this fourth line is not to be messed around with. Stevens, his sixth goal of the playoffs. Absolutely outstanding. He was the 33rd pick in the second round back in 2015. Now he has 6 goals for Tampa Bay. He didn't make the playoff roster last year. Well, how silly does Tampa Bay look now as he scored here, and Crosby is going to get a penalty. He's been having trouble with that this series. Discipline, a red flag, and Crosby right off the shot almost beat Vasilevsky, but instead he hooked Shattenkirk, and he'll sit too. So Pittsburgh, their penalty kill unit back out there. We talked about Tampa Bay having an amazing power play. Well, how about the penalty kill unit for Pittsburgh? 86.2% throughout these playoffs. And they'll hope to kill off another one here as a shot out in front. Palat couldn't quite get a lot of mustard on that one, but nonetheless, the save made by Murray. And as I just said, look at that plus-minus leaderboard. Tampa Bay's fourth line absolutely flooding it. As we set up here, Stamkos and Hedman at the point. One back to Stamkos, and they'll work it around. Killorn, a shot, and Matt Murray snatched that right out of midair and will freeze for a whistle. So Pittsburgh seems as if their momentum got stopped right in their tracks as they seemed to have been pressuring Tampa Bay for a long period of time. Next thing you know, Stevens scores, and right now, Tampa Bay still a minute 30 left on this power play. Tanev turned it over, so he'll shove that in all the way behind Andre Vasilevsky, and Bluger killing more time, walks out in front. Oh, Braden Point absolutely clobbered him. Might have gotten Vasilevsky too. But nonetheless, they'll continue on this power play, but Tanev wrists it out once again in this Tampa Bay power play. They've had 3 power play opportunities, including a 5-on-3, and they've looked horrible. This entire game is shot there by Killorn. Not a hard shot. Matt Murray made the save fairly easily. And so Pittsburgh showing their dominance on the penalty kill unit. Tampa Bay unable to re-spark the magic that they've had on this power play throughout these playoffs. Kucherov across to Killorn, and Matt Murray made the save, so a couple more shots on net for Tampa Bay. But Matt Murray stands tall and covers that one up. Point, Killorn, Kucherov still out there. Going up against Cahoon and Rust. Cahoon lost the faceoff. Shattenkirk almost got a second there. He just missed the post. Pittsburgh will ice at the length of the ice. Met there by Sergachev. And 7 seconds remaining on this power play as it's winding down. Kucherov has it in the Pittsburgh end. Finds Point, a shot from the blue line deflected into the corner. Point has it again. And Pittsburgh will finally work it out. Here comes Sidney Crosby, just fresh out of the penalty box. He'll drop it back. Schultz, a shot. Vasilevsky made the save. No one around. He decided to play it. But Tampa Bay almost turned it over at their own blue line, but they'll get it in. Johnson banked it off the boards, trying to get it down low. Turned over, and Rust will exit Pittsburgh's blue line. Gaining speed, 1-on-4 as Pittsburgh's changing. We'll try to center that, but Sergachev got the stick on that. Palat passed it to himself off the boards, and here comes Johnson. Johnson worked his way around, but turned over, and here comes Evgeny Malkin. Approaching the 3-minute mark here in the second period as Hornfist tried to throw that back. Letang couldn't handle it, and there, right out in front, was Palat. He couldn't bury it. And Murray, a good save off a pass that didn't really go anywhere for Pittsburgh. And here comes Letang, back to Hornfist, gets it out for Rust, and a pad save made. 2 minutes remaining in the second period, and Yanni Gourde skated just offside as he pulled the puck back. And so we'll reset here. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this stream does support Project Hope. Project Hope provides materials and support for frontline workers during COVID-19. So click the link in the chat to donate and for more information, or donate by using bits, subscriptions, or just by being a viewer. All proceeds go to Project Hope, and we appreciate your support here at ENHL. Up at the point is Hedman. He'll work his way around and get it in deep. Tampa Bay trying to cycle here, approaching the 1-minute mark, but turned over. Patrick Hornfist trying to catch a break, but it was Coburn, fresh off the bench, caught up to him. So he made the smart play as we are in the final minute here. Crosby forward checking, unable to get a stick on it, however. And Stevens works it out. Here comes Gourde. Pass got blocked. Verhaeghe came in there to support. Here's Hedman. Up to Verhaeghe, a shot. Lots of traffic out in front. And a pass no one could handle it. Here comes Hornfist. And Coburn once again, right on his tail. He wasn't going to get anywhere near Andrei Vasilevsky there. And so a great defensive play by Coburn on 2 occasions to end out the second period. We'll go into the second intermission the same way we did the first, with Tampa Bay up by 1. It was a great period. Pettersson with a great goal on Andrei Vasilevsky to tie this one up. However, just moments later, Stevens and that amazing Tampa Bay fourth line coming clutch again. 2-1 Tampa Bay. We'll be back in a few moments on ENHL. Welcome back to ENHL, the third period. Just moments away here If you're just joining us, it is 2-1 Tampa Bay. Pedersen tied it up for Pittsburgh in the second period, but Stevens put Tampa Bay right back out in front. Crosby right out in front. Hornfist couldn't bury it, and so Andrei Vasilevsky had to do the same in the second period. Did the same here, which is stopping a puck less than 20 seconds into this one. And Pittsburgh leaving right where they left off. Although they are down in this game, they absolutely were creaming Tampa Bay in the shot department in that second period. Had all the momentum as they outshot Tampa Bay 23-14 in that second frame. However, Tampa Bay still leading this one. The total shots are 25-31 in favor of Pittsburgh as of now. Out in front of shot point. Couldn't bury that one. It's wrapped around Kucherov. Over to point. Tried to get that across. Kucherov had an empty net, but Dumoulin, a great defensive presence there. Over to point. Oh, Letang came swooping in there to the rescue and hit him right as he shot, as Matt Murray seemed a tad out of position here. Sidney Crosby tried to center that. Knocked out in front by Chiernak, and Vasilevsky will find the puck laying out in front of him, so he'll freeze for the whistle. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that this stream does support Project Hope. Project Hope provides materials and supports frontline workers during COVID-19, so click the link in the chat to donate and for more information, or donate by using bits, subscribing, or just by being a viewer. All proceeds go to the Project Hope Foundation, and we appreciate your support here at ENHL. As we get back into this one, Sergachev let one rip from the point. Pittsburgh blocked that one. Johnson tried to get that one on net too. Pedersen there to meet it. And Pittsburgh will finally break it out. Here's Brian Rust. He'll curl into the center, back towards the far side. Out in front, Malkin couldn't put that one on net. He'll get the puck over to Schultz. Zucker trying to find Rust. Can't put it home, and Vasilevsky finally finds the puck amidst the feet of what seemed like 5 players in his crease. And he'll freeze for a whistle here as we take another look at that block. Rust just diving right out in front of Sergachev. And Sergachev, who has 1 goal these playoffs, he scored his first in Game 5. He was the only member on the Tampa Bay roster who didn't have a goal these playoffs. So it must be nice to get the monkey off that back here. For Pittsburgh, so far Tanev and Schultz are the only ones not to score on the active roster. Patrick Maroon for Tampa Bay on the near side. He'll work it around. He'll dish it back. Sergachev right out in front. Oh, what a save by Matt Murray. As Paquette, a one-time shot on the far side. Murray just got across in time. Now let's take a look on that Shattenkirk hit as he just lined up McCann, timed it up perfectly. McCann fell to the ground. He seems all right, though. And he's right back out there for this faceoff. Ref drops the puck. The 2 centermen tangled up. But Stevens comes out with it. He threw it back to McDonough, but he was back skating a little too much. So Tampa Bay will have to clear. Here's Gord. Pressured by McCann. He'll go all the way around before curling to get out of McCann's presence. And Tampa Bay works it all the way around, but unable to get a stick on it. And so go the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing. So Tampa Bay, their 4th line, having to remain out there. However, they are fairly fresh. Doesn't seem as if the icing will affect it at all. As we're back underway here, a shot on net, deflected multiple times. They went into the corner there, and Tampa Bay will work it back out, but not for too long as Cahoon turns it over. Over to Johnson as he joins the rush. Will bank it off the boards for Marino. Marino cuts to the center. Will center that one. And oh, Vasilevsky with the glove save there. He'll hold on to it. We're at the 14-minute mark. Pittsburgh still getting their licks in on Andrei Vasilevsky. Yet he's remained solid throughout this game. Cirelli lost that. Lafferty, a shot on net. Rebound. Oh, where's the puck? Cirelli almost put it in his own net. Bluger, a chance. And he got a pad on that one. A close call there as Cahoon is rocked in the slot. He has trouble getting up. He does so. And here comes Victor Hedman joining the rush. Pull out a shot. And that hit the inside of Murray's glove. That was about inches away from going right into the net. Pedersen got stood up at the line. And that made the puck pop out for a second. So Pittsburgh called for the offside here. And left Take a look at that hit right in the slot. Victor Hedman, number 2 on the top 10 hit list. Might have just taken the number 1 spot with that one. As the hits are 9-11 in favor of Pittsburgh. Referee drops the puck. We're back underway. Hedman will play it across to Kucherov. Back over to Stamkos. Stamkos couldn't get a shot on. And so here comes Kucherov. He'll work it up to Chirnak. Chirnak gets some space. A shot. It's loose out in front. Kucherov unable to get a stick on it. And Murray will freeze for a whistle here. And it looks as if we'll get a face-off to his left. So the referee getting Crosby in point ready as he drops the puck here, and Point will win it back to Hedman. Tampa Bay getting some offensive time of their own, but a pass uncalled for goes the length of the ice. Chirnak pressured by Gensel, so Tampa Bay will have to start from scratch here with Steven Stamkos. He works his way around, he'll dance wide, and he'll bank over to Hedman right out in front. Kucherov couldn't get that puck through to Matt Murray. And Pittsburgh will break it out on the near side. Zucker finds Letang, a shot, and Vasilevsky saved that right in the crest. And with 11 minutes to go, Pittsburgh still needs one. Plenty of time to do so, but Vasilevsky looking solid as of yet. And Malkin and Paquette in the face-off dot. It's won by Cedric Paquette. He'll get the puck and break it out. So here comes Tampa Bay approaching the halfway mark of this third period, as Zucker will get in his own net and work it out. Russ gets the return feed over to Zucker, and he'll send it to the point. Here comes Dumoulin. Him and Zucker play fetch as he gets it. Over to Russ, down low to Letang. Pittsburgh all over Tampa Bay until Paquette got the stick on it and breaks it out. Here comes Killorn. Goes down, will go all the way around the net of Matt Murray and finds Coburn a shot. He had some speed coming in on that one, and he wristed that one. Murray got the blocker on it. Here comes Malkin centering. Tanev scores. Throw the monkey off your back, Brandon Tanev. You just got your first goal of the playoffs. And how good must it feel with your backs against the wall? Do or die tonight, and Tanev ties this game up in the second half of the third period, his first of the playoffs. Vasilevsky left him a lot of daylight to shoot at, and Tanev wouldn't miss that one. Tanev, his first of the playoffs. The only 4 without a goal, and now he's got it. So far, Schultz is now the only Pittsburgh Penguin without a goal in these playoffs. Tampa Bay is all scorers. That just goes to show these two high-flying offenses. Cirelli down low. Johnson tried to get that in on a sharp angle, but he got it trapped behind the net. He's pinned up with Schultz, and he'll work it out. Palat. Oh, he almost scored, and he actually trips up Pettersson. And so Tampa Bay will go shorthanded for the first time this game. And so Pittsburgh will get a chance to go on to the power play. Kind of the opposite story for Pittsburgh's power play compared to Tampa Bay. Pittsburgh operating at only 16.1% on the power play.
Tampa Bay penalty to number 18.
However, Tampa Bay on the PK, a weak 68.4%.
11 minutes, 49 seconds.
So these two teams are opposites of each other in terms of power play and penalty kill percentages. As right now we got a weak power play going up against a weak penalty kill in these 2020 ENHL playoffs. Vasilevsky will make the save on that one with 7:32 to go in this period. And there's 1:21 remaining on this Pittsburgh power play. As we take a look at that shot there, didn't quite make it all the way through to Vasilevsky, got blocked out in front. And so after several moments later, we'll reset here to Andrei Vasilevsky's left. It's won by Tampa Bay, and Sergachev will clear it the length of the ice. So Malkin will start out, hand it over to Hornqvist and Pittsburgh, working their way out. Here comes Evgeny Malkin, picking up speed on the near side, centering pass. Rust couldn't get the shot away. And Malkin a shot. Rust was out there trying to get the deflection on net. Vasilevsky was there to turn it aside and freeze here. There's 44 seconds remaining on the Pittsburgh power play. As Paquette and Yanni Gord out there to try to defend. Gensel, a quick shot. Patted aside by Vasilevsky. Cleared the length of the ice by Tampa Bay, and so here comes Schultz. He'll start it out. Across to Zucker, works his way in. Picking up speed, McCann. Couldn't quite get the one-time shot as it was intercepted just before it hit his stick and sent back down the length of the ice once again. And the penalty is over. Back to full strength as Palat steps back out onto the ice and right there on the defensive end. Dumoulin will find Zucker up to the point. Finds McCann, a shot that hit a leg. Chiernak will work it up to Gord as he crosses center over to Palat. Dances in, a shot, rebound. Turned aside by Pittsburgh. Gensel trying to beat Hedman wide, cuts in, he's tripped. And so just after the Pittsburgh power play expires, they'll go right back on it as Victor Hedman, one of Tampa Bay's better defenders, is going to the box. So we'll see how his presence is missed on this penalty kill as he's visibly frustrated in the box. And so Tampa Bay sends their penalty kill unit right back out there, Killorn and Cirelli. We'll see how tired they are as Pittsburgh, a quick start. And Vasilevsky makes the save there. And a big opportunity for Pittsburgh. As there's only 5 minutes left in this game, they'll spend a good amount of it on the power play. So if they can score here, may or may not just be the dagger. Malkin over to Letang. He gets hit hard, but Crosby tried to get that one on net. It was blocked. Malkin down low, gets it back. A shot. Hit a stick and wide. Letang gets it at the point. He works in across. And oh, another save by Vasilevsky. Sergachev able to get it off the glass and out. But Letang will hold it near his bench. Shattenkirk works it down to Killorn. He'll dump it in. And so Letang there to grab it behind his own net. Here comes Russ as he works his way in. 46 seconds remaining on the power play. Russ just slapped that one wide. And another clear by Tampa Bay. Malkin there to retrieve the puck. Over across to Dumoulin, and here comes Patrick Hornqvist. Works his way in, centering pass, a shot. Vasilevsky had to squeeze the pads there as he didn't know where the puck was. And he'll freeze for a whistle. Tampa Bay's penalty kill percentage that I previously mentioned at 68.4%. It has been a lot better since round 1, as the Toronto Maple Leafs have currently the highest power play percentage in the playoffs. Although they got bounced in the first round, it was 50% power play efficiency as they scored basically every other time. And so that really hindered Tampa Bay's penalty killing. However, they killed off this one as we're back to 5-on-5 here. Victor Hedman back out on the ice. He'll play forward for a while, it looks like, and he'll center it in. Victor Hedman going for a change. Sergachev has the puck, and he'll dump it in deep, but not hard enough as Gensel gets right there. Zucker will work it back, intercepted by Braden Point. He'll cross center, finds Stamkos, a weak backhand shot. Braden Point, oh, what a save by Matt Murray. Braden Point right out in front. A block shot from Stamkos. Braden Point picked up the trash, but Matt Murray there to stop that one and might have just saved Pittsburgh's season right there. Pittsburgh will win the draw in the final 2 minutes here. The next goal will probably be the biggest goal of this series. We'll see as Schultz works it down low. Hedman got a stick on that one. Works up to Kucherov. He'll wind his way in. Gets bumped. Finds Hedman on the other side. He'll get it across to Cirelli. And Cirelli, who's been outstanding for Tampa Bay all playoffs long, almost just punched their ticket into the Stanley Cup final. As we see Bukestan ruthless against Kucherov. He's been quiet so far this game, so the Pittsburgh defense doing a solid job of keeping him out of the equation. Here's Johnson, a shot, and a good save by Matt Murray. Tense times here as Tampa Bay looking to end Pittsburgh's seasons. Oh, Palat couldn't quite work it around. Here's Marino, Works it up. 42 seconds remaining as Cahoon wristed that one wide. The Pittsburgh crowd very animated right now as Palat shot, and oh, Matt Murray makes the save with 32 seconds left. And let the nail biting begin, ladies and gentlemen. Tampa Bay can either punch their ticket into the Stanley Cup final, or Pittsburgh can force a Game 7 at Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay, Florida. Cahoon will win it. 27 seconds remaining as Marino will dump it in. Perhaps one final push for Pittsburgh. Lafferty gets there right out in front. Bluger couldn't get a shot on net. Here's Johnson. Takes a slap shot, tipped out in front. Couldn't make it all the way to Vasilevsky. 13 seconds remaining. Here comes Cahoon. Across to Bluger. Gets the puck. 8 seconds. Turned over. Coburn will break it out. Is there enough time for another shot? Here's Yanni Gourde. Takes a shot. Matt Murray made the save, and so we'll need overtime. What a game. What a series. And we'll get at least one more period as these two teams are tied going into overtime. Great action going both ways. Andrei Vasilevsky let it in. Tanev, his first of the playoffs. 2-2. We'll see you for overtime. Welcome back to ENHL. It is overtime here in Pittsburgh. A lot at stake here as someone on Tampa Bay can send them to the Stanley Cup final, or someone on Pittsburgh can extend their season at least one more game and force a Game 7. Dumped in by Pittsburgh. Stamkos will get it there. He's got Point. He'll send it to him. Here's Point. Works it in. Hedman right out in front of the net. He might get caught. He's got to work his way back. Here comes Gensel. Oh, he's hammered along the boards. Couldn't get a great angle. Pittsburgh on their feet here, all with their rally towels in the air. And we didn't get a great angle at that. Let's see if we can get another. Yeah, Gensel, and it was Steven Stamkos laying the body on him as he just bullied him into the boards. And both second lines will go out there. Cirelli versus Malkin. A big face-off here. Won by Cirelli, so Tampa Bay will start out with possession. Johnson will go cross-ring to Palat. Palat on the far side. He's bumped, and Malkin will pick it up the other way. Through the neutral zones. Malkin couldn't dump it in. Hedman stood him up there. Tampa Bay the other way, picking up speed through the neutral zone. Centering pass. Johnson hit his own teammate out in front. Here comes Rust. Down the side. Waits, he shoots, he scores! Brian Rust keeps Pittsburgh alive and forces a Game 7. And PPG Paints Arena is on its feet as Amalie Arena will be seeing you in just a few days as Rust prevents Tampa Bay from punching their ticket into the next round. Rust, with ice in his veins, shoots that one and scores on Vasilevsky. Rust, that's his third goal of the playoffs. And what a time for that one. It was a great game, and we'll need one more to decide it. That close, Tampa Bay. You got to overtime. You just need to play one more Game 7. Winner take all. We'll have that right here on ENHL. Coming up next, Nashville versus Calgary. Game 6, Thomas West will be on the call for that. So stick around, we have more NHL coming right up.